Bryan Black was born in Neon City, a vibrant and technological metropolis, but one deeply divided between the rich and the poor. His parents, Alexander and Elise Black, were the visionaries behind Black Tech, a corporation that transformed the Sioux city into a hub of cutting-edge technology. Bryan grew up as a privileged but sheltered heir, surrounded by grandeur and the expectations of the corporate world. Everything changed when, at the age of 12, he lost his parents in a tragic event known as the Fall of the Tower. Black Tech was destroyed in a mysterious explosion during a public presentation, claiming hundreds of lives. Bryan was one of the few survivors of the incident, but what scarred his soul was the moment he saw his parents struck down as he was, dragged to safety. Left without family or direction, Bryan was taken in by Mr. Alfred, a former Black Tech engineer who had worked on the company's most secret projects. Alfred believed the accident was caused by forces beyond human comprehension and decided to raise Bryan, teaching him the truth about the city and the dark legacy Black Tech had hidden. In the following years, Bryan trained his body and mind under Alfred's guidance. He studied engineering, combat, and infiltration techniques, shaping himself into something more than a lost heir. During these years, he began to uncover the extent of corruption in Neon City, especially the connections between the city's Decay and BieCorp, led by the enigmatic and ruthless Barbara Bie. The fall of Black Tech had allowed BieCorp to rise as the dominant economic and political force in Neon City. By the time Bryan turned 25, Neon City was in chaos. The streets were controlled by tech gangs wielding advanced weaponry, while corporations pulled strings behind the scenes. Among these shadowy figures was the enigmatic Killer Clown, leader of a faction that spread terror and disorder like a macabre spectacle. Although rumors suggested he acted alone, Bryan began to suspect he was being manipulated by BieCorp itself. Bryan decided he could no longer watch Neon City's destruction from afar. He resolved to become a vigilante operating in the shadows, to expose corporate conspiracies and eliminate street-level threats. Using technology he and Alfred salvaged from Black Tech's ruins, Bryan created an advanced suit capable of enhancing his physical abilities and resisting technological attacks. From that moment on, Bryan became the Shadow. As Bryan struggles to balance his life as CEO of Black Tech's remnants and as a vigilante, he discovers information linking Barbara Bie and BieCorp to interplanetary operations, involving a name he had never heard before, Solaris. In his files, he also uncovers data about an anomaly suggesting the existence of alien technologies being trafficked by Earth's corporations. And so, the journey of the Shadow begins.
Every piece on the board is moving. Now let's see how the Shadow deals with the true darkness that is coming.